The field of entry of virtual humans is diversifying. From dramas to advertisements to the music industry, there is no awkward expression. Virtual humans who play an active role in the entertainment industry as a whole are expected to have fewer risk factors than real people and are easier to build their own worldview. Can virtual humans eventually reach a world in which they drive a fandom beyond reality? Ji-eun Park, CEO of Pulse9, a startup that created the first virtual human Jane in Korea's first web drama supporting role, looks ahead to the innovation that virtual humans will bring to the entertainment industry. A long time ago, there is a story about a fictional existence. He had a mission to prove to the world that he was brave, honest, unselfish, and that he could hear the voice of his conscience and distinguish the good from the bad. He finally accomplished the mission, and according to his promise to the fairy, he became a person from a wooden toy doll. I'm a real boy now. It is the story of Pinocchio's growth, who challenged his dream of becoming a person. In the 21st century, tens of thousands of virtual characters with various appearances are drawing their own growth stories to become real people in various digital media such as social network services, SNS, beyond children's books. Face creation in 0.6 seconds. Visual effects board changed. The Economist, a British weekly news magazine, has selected virtual human as a technology to watch this year after Corona-19. Behind successful virtual humans, such as Lil Miquela, who has 3 million Instagram followers, is a brand, and dozens of people have worked together for a long time to successfully grow it. A virtual human is also called a CGI character, because it considers the artificially sophisticated expression through a computer to resemble a human as an important factor. A virtual human has various parts, such as appearance, voice, and language, that are identical to humans. If a person were asked to choose the most important sense among the 5 senses, smell, hearing, sight, touch, and taste, which are major sensory organs that communicate with the outside, it would generally be called sight. Vision occupies 80% of human cognitive sense for information processing, and among them, facial expressions and eyes are important factors in non-verbal communication between people. Accordingly, when designing a virtual human, the importance of the face is considered as the first finger. A virtual human goes through the process of expressing what a real person speaks and moves like a real person through two-dimensional, 2D, 2.5-dimensional, 2.5D, or 3-dimensional, 3D, computer graphics work. At this time, technically, the key to the industry is whether a hyper-realistic expression, that can be mistaken for a real person can be completed in a short time. This is because it is directly related to the production cost problem of the producers. Virtual human production faces challenges in developing sophisticated graphic technology, preparing efficient work procedures, and building automation systems. In particular, high-level special visual effects, VFX, technology is important to design a virtual character face, not a real person, according to the plan, and to make it move like a real person. Recently, with the rapid development of various technologies for image processing such as deep learning, the creative process is also changing little by little. Most of the field of virtual face design required a professional 3D modeler to design a virtual face by hand in the field for several months. However, if deep learning is applied, it is possible to quickly and easily design a virtual human face in 0.6 seconds. In the field of synthesis, recently, virtual characters were synthesized in real time and the conversation with the host in the field was transmitted in a live broadcast like a real person. This was a costly operation that, just 5 years ago, would only be seen in large-budget movies. In the figure skating movie I, Tonya, which was released in 2017, it is in contrast to the 3 months of tight work by a professional visual effects team to produce the triple axel scene, which is a difficult posture, for a few seconds. Non-drunk virtual beings. What would a daily life look like full of virtual entertainers who look like real people and are more likable than real people based on AI? Because virtual entertainers are not real people, they can control the risk that comes from human error, and it is easy to build and sustain a fantastic worldview that is difficult to be real. In the entertainment industry, there is a lot of interest in virtual entertainers. Depending on the plan, they may have the look they want, or they may be perfect at acting, singing and dancing at the same time. Also, do not get drunk, cheat on anyone, or terminate your contract with the agency. You can always do your job with a quiet and faithful attitude. Once established as a star, it becomes a solution to reduce uncertainty, the biggest challenge in the entertainment industry. Entertainment centered on virtual being has been around for a long time, but entertainment that makes virtual humans close to real people starts now. Until now, due to technological limitations, it could only be seen in movies or performances where large-scale capital investment was possible, but with the development of technology, the base is expanding. However, due to the development of technology that can be challenged by more subjects, paradoxically, it is difficult for a virtual human to compete with technology alone. In Korea, the success story of the cyber singer Adam at the end of the century, who created a fan club and sold more than 200,000 albums, is famous. Unpleasant Valley is a thing of the past. In addition to his analysis of his early retirement, references to the uncanny valley often appear. The Unpleasant Valley is the theory of Japanese roboticist Masahiro Mori. It is about a graph depicting the correlation between human likeness and familiarity. Starting from the original robot design study, it is shown that the affinity for a robot that is almost human is decreased, and actions such as moving amplify the change in the favorability. In the end, if you don't reach technical perfection, it's counterproductive in favorability. However, the connection between Adam and the Unpleasant Valley is also seen as a consequential error in modern interpretation. Although the level of graphics is different from what it is today, it is because various achievements show that it was popular enough at the time. Also, if you follow the current issues create issues marketing trend, the Unpleasant Valley is a thing of the past. Sometimes I also hear special requests from corporate managers who have hired virtual humans to add an artificial feel to them, because they are so realistic that they won't know unless someone tells them. In the field of content production using virtual humans, the story and completeness of the content sometimes become a hot topic, but when it is noticeably awkward, it is also a hot topic at the same time. Looking at this, we learn that it is not only difficult for virtual humans to compete with technology alone, but also that we must not be engrossed in technology. The virtual idol fandom that has already begun. After releasing the first virtual idol music video for Eternity, I was asked several times, can artificially created virtual idols create as many fandoms as human artists? Eternity is a virtual K-pop girl group that works with virtual faces created with artificial intelligence, AI-based generative adversarial network, GAN, technology. In the case of Eternity, a fan club called Eternal was created by chance at the suggestion of some fans. Although it is still a small fan club, it is actively operated on Discord by exchanging fan art, fan fiction, and K-pop memes. Interestingly, through this online community, there is a situation in which the K-pop fandom is reversed. We are watching what the Eternals expect, what conversations they want to have, and what they can pursue with their virtual idol. On the other hand, when I look at the popularity of idols that are like mirages and the fantasy world that is like myths, I wonder what is really different from those of virtual idols, except that the genres are different. I also ask the question, maybe because it is a virtual idol, a new genre that can be pursued with more endurance has been opened. Based on the existing virtual community, based on K-pop, or based on the worldview and story, a virtual idol that will engage with the real world after the endemic. The stage that showcases their own worldview and philosophy, music and dance, and their own originality that they want to convey will now continue to grow and evolve one by one. The digital space, which is infinitely expanding due to the expansion of leisure and diversification of media, must always have new entertainment. In addition, with the development of various graphics technologies, the production cost of virtual human-related contents is also on the decline from the blockbuster studio level to the personal production studio level. Virtual human is an excellent medium to lower the production cost of content to be used in this digital space, and to express more diverse imaginations. What would happen if digitally well-expressed characters in a unique story that were possible because they were virtual were more attractive than real people? It is now the era of a new content genre that is possible because it is a virtual human. There are still many things to prove in order for them to be recognized as living beings like humans. Idols as fandoms, artists as works, performers as a stage, and influencers as an influence on the public must prove their roles and existence. Since a virtual human stands for a human being, the tasks for growth and evolution that Pinocchio did remain the same.